Good afternoon, everybody. And this is a little story about Old Rusty. Old Rusty is my first pickup truck. It runs fine. It's got an old 305 that I actually got from a smashed up Camaro at the auction like 20 years ago. I have tortured this engine. It will not die. But maybe 10 years ago, when I had my Copart auction addiction, I bought this truck for a parts truck. I needed the bed. So I took that, I put the old bed, the smash bed back there. I did some cutting on it. I've had a lot of fun with this truck. I was like, I'll keep it for my yard truck. I made a little custom bumper on it. But then I was like initially when I bought it, I'm like, I'll take this engine and I'll put it in Old Rusty. Why, you ask? Well, just that LS conversion and the old Rusty. Rusty's my first truck, man. This thing's been around forever. I bought it from the original owner. And it's just rusty. And, they drove the pee out of this thing. But anyways, so this engine used to start and run fine. And then this old girl sat for a couple years. And then I came to it, it wouldn't start. It wouldn't start. So I looked through, I swapped the one of these relays for the ignition relay, probably this one to ignition, just to make sure. It cranks great. It turns over quite nicely. So I've plugged into the computer. At first it wouldn't communicate. Then I found that this fuse right here, number 15, was burned. And that one was one of these sequential ignition. Anyways, so the computer scanner was now able to talk to the old GMC. It's a 2007. And so check it out. What I've found is the vehicle theft deterrent fuel disable. The computer claims that it's active. So I did a little internet search, and it says that you can relearn the key, which I've already tried to do some of that, but I have a countdown timer and it's not running, and I've actually used this and had the countdown timer run on my van, the express van. And so the internet also said that in the dash, and it's up on the left by the check engine light, the lock, it's like a picture of a padlock, that should be on. And sometimes the vehicle will say that it's being disabled. I've tried the 10-second or the 10-minute on cycle a couple times to relearn the key. Nothing's working on that so far. So you know what? There is a possibility that it's out of gas. Although last time I tried to start it, I tried one of these pressure valves up under here for the fuel system, and gas did squirt out. Maybe the gas is old. Maybe not. So what I did do is I pulled a spark plug just now. I pulled like the number 2 spark plug down there, which is on the front passenger. I smelled it, and it has kind of smells, like old gas. Gas is pretty expensive right now. Do I want to go waste $20 dumping some gas in this thing? Either way, it has been sitting around forever. I want to get the engine running, because I'm not gonna swap an engine that isn't running, even though when I do swap, the computer's gonna get swapped and some things like that. But I just want to hear it run. I want to drive this truck, move it around, just mess with it a little bit. So this is the beginning of the video, to revive the engine that probably never will, but could go into Rusty someday. It is an automatic 2-wheel drive. So that's the perfect engine for Old Rusty. It's got 167,000 miles. and like 5,040 hours, which I think that computes to the around town pickup truck that didn't see the highway much. But anyways, I'll fade on back when I pour some fuel in this thing and we'll see what happens. I forgot to mention, so if I had someone here to turn the key for me right now, I would check the spark. See if we got a spark here, because then I would be pretty excited about getting a few gallons of gas in the tank of this thing and then see what happens. All right, well, I don't want to go to the gas station just yet and waste money, so I set up a ground and I strapped the spark plug that's hooked to the coil to this ground. And now you're going to tell me, does it spark? Honey, will you just hold it just like this, please? I'm going to crank the engine and I just want to see if this spark plug is going to spark. So yeah, that's the...
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any spark?
No.
Okay, I was looking through the dirty window. I didn't really see anything either.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh, sure.
No spark. All right, I looked at the video and I could see a super weak orange spark in there. So, I know this battery is probably getting a little weak. Maybe I'll go get some gas. Oh, look, there's a cat following me. He's the neighbor's cat. Bricky boy! Bricky. Let's see if we can get close to him. Bricky boy! Oh, he loves me, but not when we're outside. Okay, I saw spark in the video. It's very weak, but let's just try this. This is it's a fly-by-wire throttle. So I'll just open this flap a little bit. I can't really open the flap with this thing in the way, but let's see if we can get a little fire. Shove that in there. Everything's in the way, but all right, that should be enough for at least a pop. Let's try it. Okay, we all heard that. It did try to start. So it's either I'm out of fuel and the gas gauge is incorrect and it doesn't work because it says we've got gas, or the computer is keeping it from starting, which is likely, which brings up a good point. Why would you take out the old reliable engine out of old Rusty that runs on 0 computers and put in a computer driven thing? Well, These do run pretty smooth. I hope. It did. I know it did. But anyways, I'm going to keep working on it. We'll see what happens. Just for fun, I gave it another blast. So I'm going to fire it up. Ooh, got a couple seconds out of it. Okay, so just like I knew it, it does run. Yeah, of course it runs. These things are good runners. One thing besides just dumping gas in it, I want someone to hit the key when I say so, and I'll have my ear on the fuel tank, and I want to hear what's going on with the fuel pump. So we'll get to that later, just like everything else. I'm solo today. Okay. My beautiful and trusty assistant turned the key for me, and indeed the fuel pump kicks on, and I could hear lots of gurgling and whatnot. And when you try to perform a start on this thing, the fuel pump continues to kick on. So I have done the next thing is I've got my little fluid pump. We're going to take a little sip and see what kind of I'm hoping we're going to take a sip. Oh, wow, that's tight. It's like a straight in port, but I don't know if GM made it another area where you can't steal the gas from somebody. All right, it's been nothing but trouble around here. So anyways, I'm gonna try to get this in here and see if I can suck some gas out, and then we're gonna see if it will ignite. All right, we have ignition, and that gas had whatever was in my pump, in my hand pump, which was like hydraulic oil in it, and it smelled pretty good. But yeah, still had no trouble lighting up. Well, now it doesn't want to go out. Anyways, I'm plugging away at the mystery, and just another step. Does anybody know anything? Hit me up in the comments. Thank you.